Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Peter with LoveServes, and today I'm joined by our Jamaica coach, Alex Figueroa. We've been walking alongside pastors and churches in Jamaica now for nearly 2 years, helping them grow as healthy leaders and equipping their churches to live on mission every day, everywhere they go. This is the same work we've been doing in the Dominican Republic now for nearly 20 years. We expanded to Guatemala about 6 years ago, and Brazil and Venezuela less than 3 years ago. But today we're zeroing in on Jamaica. So Alex, before the hurricane hit, what were you seeing in these pastors as they went through our coaching process?
Yeah, we're finally seeing real fruit. Churches weren't just focused on Sunday services. They were loving and serving their communities, stepping outside of the four walls.
Yeah, and then Hurricane Melissa hit. And honestly, the devastation is hard to describe. Nearly every church in our network was damaged and destroyed.
Yeah.
When you first started hearing from pastors after the storm, what stood out to you?
The crazy thing is, even though their buildings were wrecked, they didn't stop serving. If anything, they really lean in harder to seek the wisdom from God.
That's what encouraged us the most. Everything they've been learning about living missionally, it's showing up now in the middle of the crisis. Is there one particular story that really captured that for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Pastor Frederick Phillips, his church building was somehow spared. And now it's a refuge for people in their community to receive the love of God through the church and getting relief help and being prayed over. The church became a beacon of hope, for their community.
Amen. Amen. And our partner, Pastor Dave Faulkner, the president of Jamaica Link Ministries, he's often quoted to say the church in Jamaica is like a potted plant. The roots of the gospel haven't truly gone down into the soil. I think that's true. But maybe this is the moment. The pot has shattered and the gospel can finally dig down deep in the root of Jamaica. From what you're seeing on the ground, do you feel like the church is stepping up to the plate?
I do. It's early, but the churches are loving and serving their communities in ways we've prayed for years.
Yeah. And rebuilding Jamaica will take years, but we believe God may use the activated church to rebuild something new, something rooted in authentic relationships and the hope of the gospel. Well, so now is the time to pray. Now is the time to stand with these pastors. What do you feel these pastors need most right now, Alex?
Right now, it's support. The relief efforts are underway, and that is super important, but, and it brings encouragement. But many months from now, when relief efforts are gone, it's the church that remains, and they will need the coaching that helps them keep leading well, even after the crisis.
Amen. LoveServes wants to walk alongside many more churches in Jamaica and the other countries where we're serving, encouraging many more pastors to lead healthy, mission-driven churches that reach their communities with the love of Christ. Our year-long coaching process for one pastor, I don't know if you've ever wondered, what does that cost LoveServes? It's about $3,600, which is about $300 a month. Right now, a group of generous champions have offered $305,000 matching challenge. Whatever you were to give would be doubled. So we're asking, how many pastors would you prayerfully consider underwriting? How many Pastor Phillips stories can you help write?
Yes, together we can see not just physical rebuilding, but a spiritual reformation in Jamaica.
And we'd love for you to be a part of it.
Yeah, man.
God bless.
Yes. You're supposed to adapt to the equipment.
Oh, no.